When you think of Greece, its mysteries and incredible stories may come to mind, painting a picture where ancient ruins are older than recorded history itself, and the sea is not just a backdrop, but a living space for encounters and communication, like a vast communal lounge that unites the entire region into a single whole. In a country like Greece, women continue to embody the strength and grace characteristic of eternal goddesses, whose influence is still felt today. This place is not just a tourist route or a popular destination. It is a living mosaic woven from myths, natural beauty, and an immeasurable sense of wonder that captivates everyone who steps onto its land. Prepare to discover something extraordinary. 15 fascinating facts about this exceptional country that beckons with its history and culture. Your exciting journey begins right now, promising discoveries and inspiration. The first fact that is hard to overlook is Brukamish. Greece is the land of gods, stretching across the southeastern part of the European continent. Its history is one of the richest and most captivating in the world, as it is here that one of the oldest and most remarkable civilizations was born, exerting a profound influence on the development of global culture. Legendary sites with epic histories, breathtaking landscapes, and deep-rooted traditions passed down through generations are found in this region. The country covers an area of approximately 50,960 square kilometers, slightly smaller than one of the largest U.S. states, Alabama. Greece is a nation with more than 6,000 islands, of which about 227 are inhabited and populated. This means that the variety of landscapes and climatic conditions here is astonishing. One can encounter the rugged peaks of Mount Pindus, seemingly reaching into the sky, and at the same time, sun-drenched beaches of the Mediterranean Sea, where hot summers give way to mild, humid winters. Such a climate is unique. It combines features of the Mediterranean and temperate zones, making Greece attractive to travelers year-round. As of 2025, the country's population is around 10 million people, over 90% of whom are ethnic Greeks. The Greek language is one of the oldest in the world, with roots dating back approximately 2,800 years. It is a language that has survived centuries, preserved its distinctiveness, and continues to be a vital element of national identity today. Greece's economy largely relies on tourism, which remains a powerful engine of the country's development. It contributes about 20% of the gross domestic product and attracts millions of travelers annually, especially from Europe and the United States. Additionally, Greece is renowned for its shipping industry, a vital sector that plays a significant role in global trade and logistics, strengthening the country's position on the international stage. From ancient ruins to quiet coastal towns, Greece is like a living book, where each chapter tells of a rich history and culture that has left an indelible mark on world civilization. These pages have inspired and continue to inspire artists, writers, philosophers, and scientists, shaping a legacy that remains vibrant to this day. The second noteworthy fact is an ancient village buried over 3,500 years ago. You might think that Pompeii is the only ancient city destroyed and preserved in such a state due to a volcanic eruption. However, Greece has its own unique wonder, hidden from view and astonishing in its preservation. This is the city of Akrotiri, located on the island of Santorini, which was buried under a layer of ash approximately 3,539 years ago. At that time, around the 16th century BCE, the engineering solutions used in ancient structures testify to the high level of development of ancient Greek civilization and its remarkable understanding of hygiene, comfort, and rationality. Stone pipes, part of the water supply system, were built with exceptional precision and meticulous calculations. They operated by gravity, meaning that no pumps or electricity were used, and water moved naturally through them thanks to gravity. This approach allowed entire cities to be served, and their inhabitants to have access to clean water for many generations. Akrotiri is a forgotten masterpiece of ancient engineering, rising from the volcanic silence as if to tell the world about the brilliance and foresight of those who created it. It is a monument to ancient technology, a living testament to the high culture and engineering mastery of the ancient Greeks, rightfully considered one of the most unique archaeological sites. Within its walls and pipes lies a story of how a harmonious combination of functionality and aesthetics was achieved, and how ancient engineers harnessed natural forces to ensure comfort and hygiene for their compatriots. This monument, the 13th in order, is not just an architectural structure, but a symbol of engineering genius that continues to inspire today, reminding us that the Greeks of those distant times possessed advanced knowledge and skills that allowed them to create true masterpieces ahead of their time. Walking through the streets of ancient cities bathed in bright sunlight, especially in places like Athens or Santorini, it is impossible not to feel like a hero of a myth or a participant in legendary events. Around you, women appear as if they have stepped out of the pages of ancient tales, with their unique charm and natural beauty. They do not require much makeup or complicated products to attract the attention of others. Their appearance is inherently expressive and harmonious. Thick, wave-like hair reminiscent of sea foam, deep sea-colored eyes, sun-kissed skin that appears naturally tanned, all give them a special charm. They are dressed in pristine white, neatly pleated dresses, decorated with delicate embroidery or thin leather straps, and handmade sandals that emphasize their natural elegance. Equally important is their inner culture, as it is not only about external attractiveness. These women reflect a philosophy of life known as Kefi, the art of living deeply and joyfully, savoring every moment. This ancient concept permeates all aspects of Greek culture, from traditional cuisine and music to dance, filling them with a special meaning and energy. One can imagine a Greek woman humming folk melodies at the morning market, her voice sounding like a living legend. And in the evening, she dances under the moonlit stars on the island of Mykonos, enjoying the freedom and beauty of life. Education for Greeks is an integral part of their values. Greece ranks among the top in Europe in the number of women entering universities and obtaining higher education. Many of them are fluent in several languages, 2 or even 3, enabling them to succeed in science, art, politics, and to maintain a balance between professional activity and family traditions. These women are a vivid example of the harmonious combination of personal happiness and professional achievement. They demonstrate that success and inner fulfillment can go hand in hand. Today, they can be deputies, participate in parliamentary debates, and in the evening, prepare a homemade dinner for their family, uniting 3 generations around the same table. Their image combines the warm Mediterranean wind, simultaneously gentle, daring, and unpredictable, with their inner fire, strength of character, and charm. Their gaze can captivate with a single look and disappear like a mirage in the desert. But if they earn trust, one can not only see their beauty, but also, sometimes a little fish, fresh, sea-caught, or goat cheese with its distinctive richness and aroma, which seems to transport you into a world of traditions and ancient recipes, are added to the meal. In the glass, there is homemade red wine, aged in cellars with a rich taste and aroma, embodying rural life. But the most remarkable aspect of this rural diet is not only its simplicity and naturalness, but also the amount of fiber, antioxidants, and other beneficial substances it contains. These foods help strengthen health and promote longevity, nourishing the body from within. An active lifestyle also plays a crucial role in maintaining health and vitality. Every day here is not just about routine chores, but a true ritual of movement and social interaction. People regularly go for walks, work in the garden or on the farm, and participate in communal activities. Each meal is not just about eating, but a special moment filled with laughter, kind words, and stories passed down from generation to generation. In this village, elderly people do not retire nor see old age as a decline of strength. On the contrary, it is considered a time to enjoy life, share knowledge and wisdom. Even a 99-year-old still plants vegetables, tends to the garden, walks around the surroundings, and tells captivating stories by the fireplace. In these lands, old age is viewed as a natural stage of life, filled with joy and meaning. On Ikaria, the famous island, old age is not seen as an end, but as a continuation of life to be lived with pleasure and gratitude. People here do not fear approaching old age. They live it with joy, valuing every moment spent with loved ones and in nature. The wisdom and experience of the older generation are highly valued and passed from heart to heart, becoming part of a shared heritage. Moving on to life in Greece's capital, Athens. Have you ever looked out of a train window and noticed an ancient temple rising just a few meters from you, already 2,000 years old? That is the everyday scene faced by residents and visitors of the city. In Athens, such sights are not rare, but the norm. The city boasts more than 1,500 archaeological sites, seamlessly woven into modern life, creating a unique atmosphere where past and present blend into a single whole. It is a place where ancient ruins, such as the Acropolis or ancient theaters, coexist with a lively, vibrant, and bustling nightlife. Athens is not just a city, it is a living, constantly evolving story told through its streets, in every stone, in every movement. Start your morning with a walk to the Parthenon, a symbol of democracy and cultural heritage, towering over the city and inspiring awe. Afterwards, it's worth visiting a cozy cafe with a view of Mount Lycabettus to enjoy breakfast or a light lunch while watching the sun illuminate ancient stones and modern streets. But don't rush to leave before sunset. It is then that Athens reveals its true soul. When the lights come on, the neighborhoods of Plaka and Monastiraki come alive, transforming into centers of nightlife, small cozy bars and traditional taverns. For Greeks, coffee is not just a beverage. It is a vital part of their culture and way of life, embodying traditions, interpersonal connections, and the spirit of hospitality. Unlike trendy trends and various modern additives that sometimes appear in other countries, Greeks keep it simple and sincere. The idea itself matters more than exquisite ingredients. Usually it's a plain plastic cup containing strong, aromatic coffee with a long straw for easy drinking. This drink is served on sunny streets or in cozy outdoor cafes, and it is there that Greeks spend many hours. Time seems stretched here. No one is in a hurry, and there is no sense of urgency typical of big cities. In Greece, coffee is not just a way to quench thirst or boost energy. It is a special social ritual that unites people. Over a cup of coffee, they can talk about anything: life, philosophy, politics, or simply sit silently side by side, enjoying the shared space and warm atmosphere. In small village cafes, where an aura of calm and coziness reigns, elderly men with gray beards still continue to play chess, observing life around them. These elders, like guardians of tradition, leisurely enjoy the moment, immersed in endless games and reflections. Here you can feel the true spirit of Greece, its unhurried rhythm, rich history, and genuine friendliness. And that is the main charm. If a Greek invites you for a cup of coffee, it's not just an offer to drink. It's a sign of goodwill, an invitation to friendship, a display of warmth and sincere interest in your company. Such a gesture is a gateway into their special, peaceful, and friendly world, where not only the taste of coffee is valued, but every moment of shared communication. It is also a unique opportunity to better understand Greek culture, its features, traditions, and mentality, and at the same time, to make new, genuine friends who will open the doors to their hospitable and tranquil world. Moving on to another characteristic detail that distinguishes Greek society, their attitude towards dogs. In Greece, there exists a peculiar yet very touching practice. In cities and villages, dogs are often seen roaming freely on the streets without constant supervision from owners, and they are not considered stray or abandoned animals. On the contrary, these dogs are known as community dogs, officially recognized and registered. They wear collars, have identification documents, and necessary veterinary papers issued by local authorities. This practice demonstrates the deep respect and care that Greek society shows for its four-legged friends. Part 6 of 11. These dogs roam freely around the neighborhood as if they are full-fledged residents, and they are treated not so much as stray animals, but as respected and beloved members of the local community. The bond between the Greek people and dogs dates back to ancient times, to ancient Greece, when dogs symbolize loyalty, protection, and the spiritual connection between humans and nature. The Greeks have always treated animals with respect and love, considering them part of their family and society. One vivid example of this is a dog named Loukanikos, who became a national symbol. In the 21st century, during major protest movements, it was she who joined the demonstrators and demonstrated loyalty to her people. In her memory, a monument was erected in the center of Athens, becoming a symbol of attachment and respect for animals. Even today, the Greek government allocates funds for the care and maintenance of these street dogs, organizes shelters, and provides them with food and medical care. This is a clear testament to how Greece values and protects its four-legged friends and how they are cared for at the state level. In this country, a street dog is not forgotten or abandoned. Today, Greece hosts a variety of events and celebrations, even on the famous Areopagus Hill, located in the center of ancient Athenian Agora. This historic site, which for centuries served as a place of judgment and discussion, still attracts scholars and curious travelers from around the world. And what is especially remarkable is that Greek lawyers and advocates often incorporate mythological stories and legends into their speeches and arguments. For example, one of them once said, "My client, like Prometheus, brings knowledge and enlightenment to humanity, but he is not always understood and appreciated." In Greece, law and culture are closely intertwined, creating a unique atmosphere where jurisprudence is inseparable from a rich historical and cultural heritage. In this country, even justice seems timeless, and the art of storytelling and the ability to persuade are essential parts of legal disputes and arguments. It is here, among ancient walls and legends, that a special perception of justice and culture is formed, filling every judicial word with meaning and depth. Let's move on to a theme that symbolizes eternity and continuity. Number 7 is the eternal Olympic flame. In ancient Greece, there was a sacred fire that has been burning for over a millennium, and it is never ignited with a lighter or modern technical means. In the village of Olympia, the site of the first Olympic Games and the sacred abode of the gods, a unique ritual for lighting this fire is still performed. It is ignited solely with the help of sunlight and a special bronze mirror that focuses the sun's rays. This ancient tradition dates back many centuries and symbolizes a connection to the past, the greatness of the ancient Olympic Games, and respect for mythological and historical memory. The essence of it is that no modern devices, batteries, or technology are used in this process. Everything is done solely with the help of sunlight and a deep reverence for traditions passed down from generation to generation. This flame is not only a symbol of sporting spirit, it embodies the spirit of Greece, its national identity, and cultural heritage. It is kept in a year-round temple dedicated to Hera, and the lighting ceremony is always performed by a Greek woman, chosen for her purity and nobility. She is dressed in traditional white attire and strictly follows rituals that have been practiced for over 2,500 years. This once again emphasizes the importance of strict adherence to traditions and the symbolic significance of ancient rituals in Greek culture, linking them to the country's deep history. Although the Olympic Games are held every 4 years, the Olympic flame in Olympia never goes out completely. Before each new Olympic event, this sacred flame embarks on a journey around the world, ignited only in Olympia, the place where it all began. In case of cloudy weather or lack of sunlight, the lighting ceremony is postponed because it is impossible to ignite the flame and no backup options are provided. This demonstrates sincere respect for ancient traditions and faith in the power of nature, its unpredictability, and the importance of observing rituals. Moving on to the next point, the most famous tourist attractions in the world that attract millions of travelers from all over the globe. Starting your Greek journey should be with the island of Santorini, renowned for one of the most breathtaking and picturesque sunsets known worldwide. This island is a true wonder of nature and culture, where everyone can find something for themselves, from stunning views that take your breath away to rich history and ancient legends. Santorini is a place where natural beauty and historical monuments harmoniously coexist, and its distinctive white buildings with blue-dome churches create an atmosphere of coziness and fairy tale charm. Even today, this island preserves traces of Greece, a country that consistently amazes with its rich culture, historical heritage, and natural beauty, as if it were a source of wonders in itself. And even simple things like olives grown in Crete can rival the best varieties cultivated in distant and wealthy California in taste. This fact once again confirms that Greece is a place where every impression, every feeling, and every moment leave an unforgettable mark on the soul. In this country, everyone can find something special for themselves, from ancient monuments and majestic ruins to picturesque beaches washed by warm sea waves, and to the most delicious dishes that delight even the most discerning gourmets. Let's move on to the next point. Number 5. specifically how the connection with the gods is felt in Greece and how communication is built here. It's not just a simple exchange of words, but a true theatrical performance where emotions play the leading role. The Greeks are an extremely emotional, expressive, and passionate people. During conversations, they actively use gestures, facial expressions, and sometimes even unusual movements to convey their feelings and thoughts. For example, a story may be accompanied by an expressive eyebrow movement, a hand gesture, or a sharp sigh, which clearly means, "Are you serious?" Or, for instance, a nod of the head usually indicates agreement, while a shake signifies disagreement. However, many tourists, unaware of this nuance, might mistakenly interpret these nonverbal signals and, for example, in response to an offer to buy 2 shirts, unintentionally agree without saying a word. Therefore, it is very important to be attentive and sensitive to body language if you want to avoid misunderstandings and truly understand the other person's mood. The Greeks proudly and lovingly preserve the memory of their history. In every conversation, every moment, they mention great ancestors, ancient philosophers, heroes, and events that shaped their culture. It seems as if history lives inside each of them. And they do it so charmingly that you can't help but smile, nod, and wonder. Am I perhaps a descendant of ancient sages like Plato or Aristotle? The Greeks are a people very proud of their culture and history, and they gladly share this wealth with others. An important trait of their character is a sincere love for their land and a desire to tell others about it. If you visit a Greek village at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, you will surely encounter an unusual scene. Closed house doors, silence on the streets, and even cats seeming to disappear from sight. This is a sacred tradition of the siesta, which has existed here for centuries. And it is not just a daytime rest, but a whole cultural ritual deeply rooted in the life of the people. During this time, residents rest, gather strength to continue their activities in the second half of the day. Any noise or disturbance of silence at this moment may lead to a remark or even puzzled looks. In a country where tourism accounts for nearly a third of all income, this tradition remains sacred and unshakable. For Greeks, living well means knowing how to relax, valuing moments of calm, and enjoying life. They know how to find joy in simple things without overloading themselves with worries and work, because the ability to relax is one of the main components of their happiness. Moving on to point 4, about the genius carved in stone, about the priceless heritage of ancient masters. Greece is one of the cradles of Western civilization, and its monuments are a living museum that tells the story of past eras. Every column, every arch, every step is a whisper of history that remains alive even after thousands of years. Ancient Greek architecture impresses with its grandeur, harmony, and beauty. These masterpieces continue to inspire modern architects and designers around the world, serving as models to emulate. Long before modern technologies appeared, write the number 3 in the comments, and we will gladly reveal the secrets of these amazing architectural wonders for you. Historians and engineers of ancient Greece were truly brilliant people, creating unique mechanisms and structures that were ahead of their time and still inspire admiration centuries later. It is this number, 3, that serves as the key to understanding their outstanding achievements. When it comes to festival culture, it's impossible not to mention that it has a centuries-old history of about 5,000 years. Greece is considered the birthplace of one of the most vibrant and sometimes most whimsical traditions in mass celebrations and festivities existing in Europe. Here, every event is a bright, colorful occasion filled with vivid hues and emotions, reflecting the richness of the country's history, culture, and spiritual values. Throughout each year, Greece hosts over 120 religious festivals, each imbued with special meaning and traditions passed down from generation to generation. While many countries consider Christmas the main holiday, in Greece, Easter holds a special place, a sacred date that occupies a prominent and honored position in the hearts of locals and differs from similar holidays in other countries. Easter traditions in Greece are a whole world of unique rites and rituals unlike any others. They are filled with deep spirituality, symbolism, and a special atmosphere, giving this holiday an exceptional significance for every Greek person. And this is just the beginning of exploring its rich cultural heritage. Every February, the city of Patras transforms into the central hub of the European Carnival, gathering hundreds of thousands of participants and spectators. For 3 weeks, the streets are filled with bright costumes, joyful dances, energetic songs, and a warm sense of unity. The festival features parades, fireworks, and the most memorable event, the burning of a giant effigy in the shape of a crab. This symbolic act represents bidding farewell to the cold winter and welcoming the warm, invigorating spring. Such a bright, lively, and joyful event attracts tourists from all over the world eager to experience the festive atmosphere and immerse themselves in a sea of joy and fun. In northern villages like Agia Eleni and Ligadas, locals preserve and continue ancient traditions passed down through generations. One such tradition is the ritual known as Anasteria, a mysterious and mesmerizing ceremony in which people walk barefoot over hot coals. This unusual and ancient ritual is accompanied by the sounds of folk music and candlelight, creating a special atmosphere of mystery and spiritual cleansing. It is believed that such a practice helps to purify the soul, strengthen the spirit, and bring a person closer to divine forces. This is just one of many unique and captivating traditions that the country, with its over 5,000-year history, is famous for. If you want to learn about other festivals that seem just as mythical and mysterious, write the number 5 in the comments. We will gladly tell you about the living myths, traditions, and legends surrounding ancient Greece, immersing you in its rich cultural heritage. Greek festivals are not just celebrations, they are a unique opportunity to touch the country's living history, learn about its traditions, and gain unforgettable experiences that will stay in your memory forever. Now let's move on to the gastronomic wonders of the country, because Greece is the cradle of Mediterranean cuisine. Tasty and hearty dishes, infused with sunshine and sea breeze, create a special atmosphere at the table. Imagine warm, crispy bread dipped into aromatic tzatziki, a refreshing sauce made from yogurt, garlic, and fresh herbs. It pairs perfectly with a cool yogurt-based sauce rich in garlic flavor, which adds to the dish. Many people around the world believe that Greek cuisine mainly consists of seafood and various salads. However, this is far from the full range of gastronomic impressions that this ancient country is known for. If you want to explore authentic Greek delicacies, you should definitely try dishes like kleftiko, aromatic and juicy lamb patties prepared according to a special recipe, or slow-cooked lamb buried in the ground, soaked with rich aromas of herbs and spices. This dish will not leave even the most discerning gourmet indifferent, as its taste and aroma can only be appreciated when prepared correctly under special conditions. Refusing a treat in a Greek house is like refusing Zeus himself, because hospitality here is a sacred quality passed down from generation to generation. And if you decide to stay for the meal until the last bite, rest assured, next time, the portions will definitely be larger, more generous, and more appetizing, as Greeks love to treat their guests with abundant and delicious servings. Hospitality is one of the main traits of the Greek people, and they are very proud of their tradition of warmth and generosity, which manifests in every home and at every celebration. As for the cost of living in Greece, it can pleasantly surprise those considering moving or staying long-term in this country. Compared to most European countries, expenses for daily needs remain quite moderate here, allowing for comfortable living without feeling excessive financial burdens. This country appears particularly attractive to those who appreciate rich cultural heritage, historical monuments, and a relaxed lifestyle filled with joy and tranquility. The high quality of life at an affordable cost makes Greece an increasingly popular destination for those seeking a balance between comfort and reasonable expenses. Regarding housing costs in the center of Athens, the capital city, renting an apartment can range from $400 to $600 per month, approximately 3,000 to 4,000 rubles at current exchange rates. In quiet and cozy towns located along the coast or inland on the islands, rental and utility prices are often even lower. For example, utility bills, including electricity, water, and internet, typically amount to around $100 per month, significantly easing budgeting and helping plan expenses without unnecessary stress. As for food, a light snack at a local cafe or store costs about $10, while a full dinner with several courses and drinks ranges from $20 to $30. Prices for products and services in Greece are quite affordable. And even with limited finances, one can enjoy a comfortable and pleasant life. If you enjoy sports, active entertainment, and want to diversify your leisure time, a membership at a good gym costs approximately $25 per month. An evening trip to the cinema or participation in various local events, from concerts to festivals, typically costs between $50 and $100 per month. Overall, to feel comfortable and enjoy life in Greece, a monthly budget of between $1,000 and $2,000 is sufficient, depending on your habits, preferences, and the level of comfort you wish to ensure. This affordability makes Greece attractive to people with different income levels who want to immerse themselves in the beauty and cultural richness of the country. Greek life is not just about leisure. It is a way of living that combines natural beauty, the grandeur of historical heritage, and modern comfort. We share this with you through 15 fascinating facts that reveal the uniqueness and multifaceted nature of this incredible country. We hope this information helps you better understand Greece, its features and advantages, and make an informed decision about a possible trip or move. May your acquaintance with this country be a bright and inspiring event, opening new horizons and opportunities. Thank you for your attention.